Conqueror's Haki is an incredible power in the One Piece world that only 1 in a million people possess. Like the other two forms of Haki, this power is not something that can be awakened. Instead, the user has to be born with it, and at some point in their life, they manage to gain mastery over this skill. Conqueror's Haki is an extremely dangerous ability, and it allows the user to impose their willpower on others. When this happens, the target usually passes out if the difference in power is significant. The advanced form of Conqueror's Haki is known as Conqueror's Haki Infusion. Only a handful of the strongest are known to be able to infuse their bodies or their weapons with Conqueror's Haki Infusion. There are 11 users that we know of that are able to use Conqueror's Haki Infusion. These are Zoro, Yamato, Luffy, Rayleigh, Garp, Oden, Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks, Whitebeard and Roger. On today's video we will be ranking all the characters that can use Conqueror's Haki Infusion. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. 11. Zoro, also known as Pirate Hunter Zoro, is a main combatant of the Straw Hat Pirates, one of their two swordsmen, one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet, and is publicly recognized as the right-hand man of his crew's captain Monkey D. Luffy. Formerly a bounty hunter, he is the second member of Luffy's crew and the first to join it, doing so in the Romance Dawn arc. Born in the East Blue, Zoro is the son of Tara and Roronoa Arashi, the grandson of Shimotsuki Furiko and Roronoa Pinzoro, and the grandnephew of Shimotsuki Yushimaru, making him a matrilineal descendant of both the Shimotsuki family of Wano country and the legendary samurai, Shimotsuki Ryama. As a master of three sword style, a swordsmanship style which he created during his childhood training in Shimotsuki village, Zoro is one of the three most powerful combatants of the Straw Hats, alongside Luffy and Sanji, who are referred to as the Monster Trio. His dream is to become the greatest swordsman in the world, in order to honor a promise he made to his deceased childhood friend Kuina. In addition to his infamy as one of the Straw Hats and as a former, his sizable bounty upon arriving at the Sabaody archipelago caused Zoro, along with Luffy, to be included among the 11 super rookies, pirates who simultaneously reached the Red Line with bounties of over 100 million berries shortly before the Summit War. He, the other 10 super rookies, and Marshall D. Teach would go on to be referred to as the worst generation. Zoro gained his first bounty of 60 million berries after the Arabasta arc. It later increased to 120 million berries after the Enies Lobby incident, then again to 320 million berries after the Dressrosa arc. Following the raid on Onigashima, his bounty was increased to 1,111,000,000 berries. Zoro in the Wano country arc, Zoro received the powerful sword named Enma, and it helped him tap into his Conqueror's Haki for the very first time. Using Enma, Zoro was able to coat his swords in Conqueror's Haki. He did this against King the Wildfire and ended up defeating him with his newly acquired abilities. However, Zoro cannot maintain this power for long, and his usage of it is likely the weakest in the story so far. 10. Yamato is the son of Kaido. Born as Kaido's daughter and groomed from a young age to be his heir, Yamato instead developed a profound admiration for the legendary samurai Kazuki Oden. After Oden's death, Yamato decided to become like him, impersonating him and adopting his mannerisms. As a result of this desire to emulate Oden, Yamato decided to become a man and identify as Kaido's son, which is why his father and Beast's pirates refer to him as such as well. This path has put Yamato at odds with Kaido, with much of his life being spent imprisoned on Onigashima. Yamato befriended Portgas D. Ace during his visit to Wano country, and after learning of Ace's death waited for the arrival of his sworn brother, Monkey D. Luffy. Initially desiring to join Luffy's crew, Yamato ultimately decided to remain behind in Wano to help protect it from outside forces. Yamato is Kaido's child, and, thus, it is no surprise for the fans to know that she possesses the ability to wield Conqueror's Haki as well. Yamato was seen infusing her Kanabo with Conqueror's Haki and using the techniques of her father, such as Thunder Bagua. Her control over it is great enough to fight her father for an extended period of time with minimal damage. 9. Silver's Rayleigh, also known as the Dark King, is an extremely powerful and famous retired pirate who formerly served as the first mate of the legendary Roger Pirates, being known as the right hand of the Pirate King. He is one of the major figures, along with Whitebeard, Shiki, Monkey D. Garp, Sengoku, Suru and Kong from the times when Gold D. Roger, the Pirate King, was still alive. After the disbandment of the Roger Pirates and the execution of Gold D. Roger, Rayleigh became a coating mechanic at the Sabaody archipelago. Also, at some point after this, he became the husband of Shikayaku and befriended Hatchin. Rayleigh is an ally of the Straw Hat Pirates during the Sabaody archipelago arc and served as Monkey D. Luffy's mentor. Rayleigh is a legendary figure in the One Piece world. It is no surprise to know that Rayleigh possesses the power to use all three Haki types, and he has also acquired the skills of Conqueror's Haki coating, meaning he's among the handful of the strongest people in One Piece. Rayleigh was seen using this ability when he confronted Blackbeard on Amazon Lily. He is very old right now, meaning this skill of his has weakened. 8. Big Mom. Big Mom is a former emperor of the sea and, Thus, it is no surprise to know that she is a user of Conqueror's Haki as well. In Wano, she demonstrated the usage of the advanced form of Conqueror's Haki when she took down Page 1 of the Tobi Roppo, in a single punch. Sadly, Big Mom did not make much use of this ability for unknown reasons when fighting Law and Kid. It is difficult to gauge how strong her usage of it is. 7. Oden. Kazuki Oden was the daimyo of Wano country's Kuri region and the rightful shogun of the country. Oden was an extremely powerful pirate and possessed great ambition. As such, him having Conqueror's Haki is not a surprise at all. At some point in his life, Oden mastered the ability to use Conqueror's coding. When he deployed this skill, he was able to scar Kaido. He could potentially have killed the dragon if he wasn't distracted by that old hag. If you're still watching, would you kindly smash that subscribe button? Well, not in a weird way. Well, let's move on. 6. Garp, the hero of the Navy. Garp is among the legends of the One Piece world and the strongest Navy officer to ever exist. Garp doesn't possess any devil fruit power and solely relies on his Haki in battle. Garp is a user of Conqueror's Haki infusion, and fans saw him use this ability during his invasion of the pirate island. Garp's Haki is such that he was able to destroy a large part of the town on the pirate island with a single punch. 5. Luffy. Luffy is one of the 4 emperors of the sea and a pirate worth 3 billion berries. He has advanced all 3 types of his Haki, and his Conqueror's Haki reached the next level in the Wano arc. Luffy learned the ability to infuse Conqueror's Haki during his fight against Kaido. Although his usage of this ability was rough at first, the more he fought, the more control he gained over it. Currently, Luffy is among its very best users. 4. Kaido, the strongest creature in the world. Kaido is a pirate worth 4.6 billion berries, and he ruled over Wano country until recently. He fought against Luffy in Wano and demonstrated the ability to use Conqueror's Haki infusion to the fullest. Kaido's Haki was certainly superior to that of Luffy, however, he ended up losing the fight to him anyway. His Haki is extremely powerful, and, given that he was known to be the strongest pirate, his proficiency in advanced Conqueror's Haki was very impressive. 3. Shanks. Shanks is one of the 4 emperors of the sea in One Piece and likely the strongest of the current Yonko. He wields a legendary sword named Griffin, and given that he has no devil fruit powers, Shanks solely relies on his Haki in battle. His biggest asset is his Conqueror's Haki. Shanks can use advanced Conqueror's Haki very well, and he was able to dismantle the entirety of Kid pirates with a single swing of his sword. 2. Whitebeard, one of the former emperors of the sea. Whitebeard was a legendary figure in the One Piece world. He was known to be the only pirate capable of rivaling Gold D. Roger in combat, and this certainly made him special. After the death of Roger, he was widely known as the King of the Seas or the strongest man, and rightly so. While he possessed a powerful devil fruit that gave him the power to destroy the world, Whitebeard also had an extremely powerful Conqueror's Haki. He was also a user of Conqueror's Haki infusion, and he displayed the skill when he fought against Roger on an island in the New World. This battle ended in a draw. 1. Gold D. Roger. The Pirate King is one of the strongest characters in the entire series, if not the strongest. Roger did not possess any devil fruit abilities. Instead, he relied on just his Haki in battle, making him an exceptionally powerful pirate. Roger had control over advanced Conqueror's Haki, and he displayed its usage in the fights against both Oden and Whitebeard. The fact that he was able to tie the fight with Whitebeard even though Newgate possessed an extremely overpowered devil fruit on top of advanced Conqueror's Haki means that his Conqueror's Haki was likely much superior. Furthermore, Roger managed this while being extremely sick, and this only goes to show that in his prime, he was the greatest pirate. Look, I know some of y'all will be pissed, because I placed Garp at 6th place and placed Edward at 2nd. Given the fact that both of them were a rival to Roger. But just get over it because I placed him there on purpose, and because this is my video. Who do you think is the strongest according to you? Leave your answers in the comments section below. If you made it to the end of this video, would you kindly press that subscribe button, and hit that like button.